The new year can offer many things, such as a blank slate, a fresh start, or a chance to reinvent yourself. Perhaps you'd like to set a few intentions, but the thought of traditional goal setting is unappealing. It makes you feel stressed. This year, consider a different approach, one that connects you with your future self, aligning your actions with your deepest desires and wildest dreams. I'm Kathy Robinson. I love combining unique concepts with actionable approaches to help clients and students unlock their potential and create a life they love to live. So, how do we embrace this new year that's before us? How do we set intentions in a way that's inspiring and taps into inner wisdom and values? The answer is with the future self planning process. Unlike traditional planning methods, this wholehearted approach emphasizes a deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. Instead of focusing solely on external goals, it encourages you to cultivate inner peace, creativity, and resilience. By incorporating elements of mindfulness, spirituality, and creative expression, you can create a personalized plan that's holistically oriented and intrinsically motivated. When you visualize your future self and then create your plan for the year, you're not just setting goals, you're creating a powerful emotional connection to your desired outcome. You see yourself as someone who has achieved their intention, and it creates a sense of optimism. This is what fuels your momentum and helps you stay on track, especially during challenging times. In addition, planning from your future self's perspective can help you clarify your priorities, which simplifies your decision making throughout the year. When you know who you are and what you want, it's easy to make choices that support that vision. That leads to a greater sense of meaning and purpose, which are also motivating factors. This is why this simple exercise can make a big difference for you and all you're longing to transpire. So, what does your future self planning process look like? I'll share the 5-step process that I use. And if you'd like to go deeper, I offer a resource package that includes a future self guided visualization and a workbook filled with templates. There's a link in the description if you'd like to learn more. As far as this 5-step process, you can move through them in any way that feels good for you. Dive deep on some and take notes on others. It's up to you how you'd like to implement the process. Here are the steps. Step 1. Envision the possibilities. Envisioning helps you see the breadth of possibilities and create a plan to move toward that vision. Vision determines your habits, how you spend your time, and who you spend it with. It makes sense to invest a good amount of time on this step because it will save you time and effort in the future. I like to start with a brainstorming exercise to explore my life dreams, the contributions I want to make, my values, my potential, and my legacy. You can include any life areas that are important to you. After you've given these areas some thought, I suggest doing a more formal future self visualization. You can find one online, and the one that I use that I include in the resources that I mentioned was adapted from an exercise developed by the Coaches Training Institute. I, along with my coaching clients and students, have found it to be very insightful and the experience invaluable in transcending limiting beliefs and familiar boundaries. Once you've done the visualization, take some notes and capture the major insights and inevitable surprises that you've experienced. Focus on your senses. As you think of this vision of your future self, what thoughts, emotions, and potential next steps surface for you? With all of this in mind, set a few intentions for the upcoming year. Step number 2, create an environment for growth. Environment is defined as the surroundings or conditions that you live or operate in. This includes everything from your living and workspaces, who you spend your time with, and what you ingest from watching, reading, or listening, including social media. All of these elements can either have a positive or negative impact on your thoughts, beliefs, and mindset. So it makes sense to spend some time creating an environment that will positively influence your focus and motivation to increase your ability to take action and decrease the distracting noise. With your intentions in mind, take a look at your physical space and social support, ensuring that they're beneficial and encouraging. In addition, what tools or information do you need? Ensure that you have easy access to the necessary resources. Lastly, is there a quick step that you can take to spur action? Here's an example of a quick step. Let's say you're looking to simplify and have an intention of decluttering in 2025. Begin with one area that you see every day. It could be a drawer in your bathroom or bedroom, or a commonly used space in your kitchen. That visual reinforcement will remind you of how your future self lives and motivate you to take additional steps to get there. Step number 3, focus on your area of influence. This step is all about framing your intention. It's the difference between focusing on outcome, such as, I'll lose 20 pounds by the summer, and instead focusing on effort. I commit to cutting out alcohol and walking 30 minutes 5 times a week. Focusing on effort, what you can do each day, rather than outcome, the intended results, shifts the emphasis from a potentially unreachable external goal to controllable daily actions. This sustains motivation and builds positive habits over time. Step number 4, create future self habits. I read a great quote online from Shane Parrish of Farnham Street blog. Quote, habits are algorithms operating in the background that power our lives. Good habits help us reach our goals more effectively and efficiently. Bad ones make things harder or prevent success entirely. I love the idea of habits as algorithms operating in the background. Here are a few questions for you to consider. What habits would your future self have? How might you begin to develop and incorporate those habits into your life today? This doesn't have to be heavy or elaborate. Going back to the decluttering example, there's a great website called Nourishing Minimalism that offers an annual decluttering challenge. This year, it's the 2025 in 2025, meaning remove 2025 items from your home before the end of the year. It comes with a one-page PDF that you can download for free and keep track of your progress. I'll link that up in the show notes as well. So if your intention was to declutter in 2025, the start of a simple habit would be to download the PDF and put it in a place you see every day. For extra credit, select a few items and either toss or donate them. It's amazing what a few check boxes can do to jumpstart your progress. Step 5, reflect and adjust. This is where it all gets practical. I'll share an overview of my process here, but the actual worksheets are in the resource package that I mentioned. If you prefer, create your own by adapting and adopting whatever best suits you. Remember to keep it light and fun. At the beginning of each year, I take a look back at the previous year, including highlights, the setbacks, and what I've learned. I use my calendar, but you can flip through your pictures or journal. It's a lovely way to pause and appreciate and celebrate what I experienced. And it's an opportunity to make mental notes of what I'd like to keep doing and what I'd like to change. Then I take a look at the brainstorming that I did and the intentions I set in step one of this process. So I can create quarterly milestones or guideposts if that feels gentler. What are the high level actions for each quarter that will move me toward my intentions? From there, I'll create a more concrete action plan for the first quarter. This preview includes my focus, milestones, what I'm excited about, what I'm challenged by, what I plan to start and stop doing, and some key dates. Finally, I make my detailed plan for January and the first week of the month. Then each quarter, I schedule some time to look back at what I've accomplished in relation to my annual intentions. It reminds me to celebrate my progress, to stop what's not working, and to amplify what's working well. It's also a great way to make adjustments and stay motivated throughout the year. By envisioning your ideal future and understanding the person you desire to become, you can cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and motivation. The essence of the future self planning process is about aligning your actions with your deepest aspirations. This holistic approach encourages you to create an environment that supports your growth with focused habits, reflection, and adjustment to your course of action. Creating a strong relationship with your future self is a profound practice with transformative qualities. I hope this method helps you set audacious intentions for the new year and take consistent steps to realize them so you can live your life by design instead of default. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Until next time, be well.